Charles Jordan's eyes have seen things most people only read about in textbooks.
I made D-Day with evacuation hospital.
Charles says his time in the military took him all over the globe. He's been in every European country except Spain and Portugal. And now the war's taken Charles, along with 45 other Illinois veterans, to Washington, D.C. to see a memorial built to honor them.
It's a great memorial. I'll tell you that. It's awesome.
But it's not just other veterans Charles shared this experience with.
Well, I knew my granddaughter was coming, but my son showed up for this. What really surprised him. I didn't know he was coming in. He lives in Texas. And to be up here for this, it was right.
Told my daughter when she talked to him last night not to let on, so he didn't have a clue.
Bill says his brothers have gotten the chance to travel with their dad to World War II sites, and this was his chance to share some special moments with his father, who helped fight for America's freedom.
These guys, they just did things that were ordinary to them at the time, but in the expanse of this country, it's just extraordinary what they did.
And as these eyes watch Charles being honored in the nation's capital at the site of the World War II Memorial, Bill says there's only one way to describe his feelings.
It's proud to speak out. I want everybody to know my dad was there and he was one of them.
How does it make you feel that he came all the way for this?
Well, great. Just great.
They weren't operating tanks in Europe or fighting on the beaches of Normandy, but that doesn't mean they didn't see just as much as the guys.
We had one young man, he had just a very tiny piece of shrapnel, but those still can be quite powerful. Went in his tummy and came up through his throat and out one eye.
You don't think a lot about women veterans in World War II and in Korea and World War I and so forth. We don't think about them a whole lot now, but we have a tremendous number of women veterans.
Like thousands of other women during World War II, Marjorie Day spent her days by the bedsides of soldiers, tending their wounds and mending their hearts.
Women's voices and knowing that they care for you, I mean the fellas, well, I think that means a lot to them, just that it's something different they like them. I know I had 2 or 3 young men before I left, when I was leaving, they wrote cute little poems about me.
Women didn't just play a crucial role abroad during World War II, they helped hold things together on the home front.
They had to take over where the men were gone, and that was very hard for them. They had to play about 3 different roles.
Even so, these women say their time in the service doesn't make them heroes. It just makes them ordinary women doing what they could to help their men.
We just took care of the heroes that did their work and sacrificed themselves for what we are.
But that doesn't mean they didn't feel like heroes during their honor flight trip to D.C.
Never had so many pictures taken in my life.
Makes you feel like, well, like a celebrity, I guess.